This is Indraprasth channel of Akashvani, Delhi. On the eve of India Meteorological Department's 150th Foundation Day celebration, now listen to an interview with Dr. Mrutyunjay Mohapatra, Director General of Meteorology, India Meteorological Department, Government of India on IMD's history, achievements and 150th Foundation Day celebration. Interviewer is Kaushik Roy.
Namaskar and welcome to this very special program. We have in the studios today Dr. Mrutyunjay Mohapatra, Director General, the India Meteorological Department. And this department of India plays a vital role in our economy, in our agriculture, in fact, in our day-to-day lives, because this is the department which is tasked with monitoring the sky above and also the oceans so that no human harm takes place at all. And you're going to have a very momentous occasion in just a few years, sir, and I will not reveal what it is. We would like to know from you. So what is the significance of this event which is just about to happen?
India Meteorological Department is going to complete 150 years of its establishment on 15 January 2025. We have a number of outreach programs to celebrate this 150 years of establishment of IMD. The journey of India Meteorological Department commenced with an objective to provide warning against the large-scale weather events like cyclones, floods and droughts, as people are dying in lakhs and thousands at that time because of the cyclones, floods and droughts. But over the years, with the establishment in 1875, India Meteorological Department enlarged its responsibilities and duties. It commenced with enhancing its meteorological observations across the country. While it was only 77 observational centers in 1875, now we have got 550 main observational centers in the country today.
Sir, on 15th you are going to complete 150 years of this momentous journey. But what are the events that you have planned for 14th and 15th? So how are you going to celebrate this grand occasion?
This 150th year celebration commenced with a curtain raiser on 15 January 2024 with the gracious presence of Honorable Vice President. We have introduced a special logo to commemorate 150 years. Also, we introduced a theme song on the responsibilities and duties of India Meteorological Department. We came up with conducting the state level stakeholders workshop in each and every state to take stock of the services being provided by IMD, the gaps in the services and understanding of the science, and also to plan for the future while we move towards Vision 2047 in this Amrit Kal. We also conducted a number of awareness programs for the women and the youth by conducting the workshops. We also conducted the awareness program among the students. A national level Olympiad on weather and climate science and services was conducted at the state level. The winners are being called for 14th and 15th. They will be felicitated. Awards will be provided. And also there will be a national level competition on 13th of January to finalize the best 3 participants for the class 8, 9 and 11. Apart from that, we are also have a program on Run for Mausam in the metro cities including Chennai, Kolkata, Delhi, Mumbai. And in Delhi, we are organizing on 12th of January the Vivekananda Jayanti and the National Youth Day. We also have the plan to commemorate 75 years of journal Mausam, which is being published by IMD since 1950. On 14th January, there will be large-scale program commencing with the Foundation Day, which will be addressed by Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji. There will be presence of national and international experts. The Secretary General of World Meteorological Organization also will be participating in this 150 years program on 14 and 15. We have also invited the countries across the world, including the South Asian countries, Southeast Asian countries, Middle East, and you will be happy to know that IMD came to existence when it was undivided India, including Afghanistan, Pakistan, Bangladesh, and therefore we have invited all these countries also to participate in this program. We will also have the stakeholders workshop with a specific objective of early warning for all, the global perspective, including the international experts. In the afternoon of 14th, it will be followed by early warning for all in the national perspective, which will be participated by the various representatives from the states, centers, NGOs, and also press and electronic media. So, apart from these activities, we also have a series of popular lectures being organized throughout this year. Today also there is the lecture, and it brings out the overall development of the various socio-economic sectors. So, the socio-economic sector, if you just look at, has been benefited largely with the improvement of monitoring and forecasting of weather phenomena across the country.
If you can just again take us through through the journey of IMD since it was set up in 1875 with just 77 weather stations. Now there are 550 weather stations all across the country. India is a huge country. It's a subcontinent and we have the largest population in the world. And you not only have to take care of to see that least number of people are affected by adverse weather conditions, you also have the responsibility to give the proper forecasting so far as monsoons are concerned. And monsoon is the most important thing that is for Indian agriculture. So how do you trace this journey of 150 years?
If you look at those time of 1875 or around, people were dying in a large number due to the tropical cyclones, the floods and the droughts. To mention a few, in 1864 there are two cyclones affecting east coast of India. One hitting Kolkata, 80,000 people died. Another hitting Machilipatnam, 40,000 people died. We have got the scarcity of rainfall in 1866. It led to famine. It was followed by again 1871. Also there was famine. So like that consecutive the disasters compelled British India to establish 1875 the India Meteorological Department. As you told, we started with only 77 observatories at that time. Now we have got 550 observatories which are manned. But now the age of automation, and we cannot limit ourselves only to only 550 considering the large size of the country and the requirement of the data in this data-driven world now. So India Meteorological Department has ventured into establishing the automated weather stations. Now there are more than 1500 automated weather stations established by IMD itself across the country. Also there are many AWS established by the state governments, research and academic bodies. Also we have got automated rain gauges. So there are now 6100 rain gauges which are being used for monitoring the weather and rainfall on day-to-day basis. To supplement these ground truth which are taken with the help of these manned and automated weather stations, we have the remotely sensed observation. Because India is such a country which has Himalayas to the north, Bay of Bengal to the east, Arabian Sea to the west, Indian Ocean to the south. Also you have got the Thar Deserts, we have got Garo-Khasi Jantia Hills, you have got Western Ghats, Eastern Ghats, where you are the data sparse region. You cannot afford to have the observations by the human beings. So therefore we go for the satellites. With the beginning, when this Tyros 1 satellite came off in 1960, we were donated one receiver by USA in December 1963. From that day onwards, we started utilizing the satellite observation of the clouds. It is in imagery form, and now we have got the data form. And major breakthrough came again in 1974 with launching of geostationary satellites in the globe. And in 1982-83, there was a major breakthrough by India when India National Satellite came off, and we got more frequent data. Now we have got two INSAT series of satellites, INSAT 3DR, INSAT 3DS, providing image every 15 minutes and also the meteorological data. And apart from that, we came up with the radar in 1950s. The first radar came up in Dam, Kolkata in 1953, and an indigenous radar was developed and came into existence in 1958 in Safdarjung, New Delhi. We came up with 1970s the cyclone detection radar. 11 cyclone detection radars were established all along east and west coast, so that in 1970s beginning there was no missing of cyclones hitting any Indian coast. So it was because of again the disasters in 1970 and 71, the massive cyclones affected Odisha and Andhra Pradesh. So a cabinet committee was set up to enhance the cyclonic system and accordingly the radars. Then in 90s you came up with the thunderstorm radars. In between there are different radars. The Doppler radar came in 2002. One Doppler radar was first established in Chennai, and now you will be happy to know that we have got around 40 radars across the country covering 85% of the area. Right. And also we have the plan, already supply order is issued to establish 34 more radars. So by end of 2025 or beginning of 2026, we will have total 73 radars in the country, not only covering the entire area, but also providing the redundancy and also providing the focus on the hilly areas, focus on the urban areas, etc. Apart from that, it is a continuous process to upgrade enhancing observational systems. Mission Motion, which has been taken up and declared by the government, there also we are planning 53 radars more. So total 126 radars will be there in the country, and it will be better than any leading country in the world.
Just would like to ask you, one of the most important jobs that is the IMD is tasked with is the, following the monsoon. And that is, a very difficult and creditable work that you and your department are doing. So how do you go about, tracking the monsoon? And we also have this monsoon tracker, and you mentioned what will be the rainfall like and everything. So how does IMD go about it?
Yeah, monsoon is life for the country. It is the financial backbone. So therefore, from the very beginning itself, it has drawn the attention of India Meteorology Department. Perhaps you will be happy to know that the first rainfall map was prepared in 1878, and first forecast on Indian monsoon rainfall during June to September was issued in 1886. The then DG H.F. Blandford, the first DG of India Meteorology Department, and that was based on relationship between Himalayan snow cover and the monsoon rainfall. Higher the snow cover, less is the rainfall. Less the snow cover, therefore higher is the rainfall. It was followed by another discovery, that is the phenomena which all of us know now, that is El Nino La Nina. In Southern Oscillation Index, that is the seesaw phenomena in the pressure at Tahiti and Darwin in the equatorial Pacific and Australia, that was discovered, and in 1905, in 1923, we gave the second form of long-range forecast of monsoon based on the Southern Oscillation Index. Thereafter, the search went on. Many statistical correlation regression methods were developed. In 1988, a 16-parameter model was developed to predict the monsoon seasonal rainfall. It was followed by again the various forms of statistical regressions. Major breakthrough came in 2012 when a dynamical coupled model forecasting system was developed under the monsoon mission, and this gave to the dynamical forecasting system of monsoon rainfall during the season June to September. Then India went further. In 2017, IMD introduced operational dynamic model based forecast not only for the country as a whole but for the entire distribution of rainfall in the season. In 2021, we came up with another advancement. I'll say it is a major breakthrough where we provided the forecast of rainfall for the different parts of the country for the season, indicating which area will get, or which state will get, or which district will get above normal or below normal rainfall during June to September. Then we went one step further. We provided forecast for each month. In the month of June, July, August, September, and the season as a whole. It was updated every month. In the beginning of the month, we give the forecast for the ensuing month and then the season. Then we did not limit to monsoon season only. It continued for all months and all seasons. Now, this forecast of seasonal forecast, monthly forecast, is followed by an extended range forecast. That is a forecast issued every Thursday for the next 4 weeks. During monsoon season also, it helps to identify the wet spells or dry spells or the heavy rainfall spell during next 4 weeks. To follow it up, we have got the short to medium range forecast of monsoon rainfall. It is issued every day, 4 times from the headquarters, twice in a day from our state meteorological centers. Forecast is issued for next 7 days. It provides the area of occurrence of heavy rainfall, intensity of heavy rainfall at the district level, and also location specific level. To follow it up on the day of occurrence of rainfall, we provide the nowcast, the very short range forecast valid for next 3 hours, issued every hour or every 3 hours. So therefore, there is a seamless forecasting system for monsoon rainfall now, and his forecast accuracy has also improved by 40 to 50% in the short to medium range. That means up to 5 days forecast. If I just look at for heavy rainfall warning, it has improved by 40 to 50% in recent decade compared to the previous decade.
Right. And sir, thank you so very much for sharing your inputs. I remember in the 1960s and 70s, Indian agriculture was in fact, defined as it was a gamble in the monsoons. But now, thanks to the precise information and the forecasting that is given out by IMD, India is now one of the world's largest food producer, and a huge part of that credit goes to the Indian weathermen and women and the Indian Meteorological Department. We thank you for joining us in the studio, sir. It has been a pleasure. Thank you indeed.
Thank you.
On the eve of India Meteorological Department's 150th Foundation Day celebration, you were listening to an interview with Dr. Mrutyunjay Mohapatra, Director General of Meteorology, India Meteorological Department, Government of India, on IMD's history, achievements, and 150th Foundation Day celebration. Interviewer was Kaushik Roy. Presented by Dilip Jha, narrated by Priyanka Kumari. This broadcast came to you from Indraprastha channel of Akashvani, Delhi.